Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel. In today's video, I want to see if ChatGPT or just AI in general is capable of actually creating their own ideas. It should be no surprise to any of you that AI is basically one of the hottest topics in the entire world right now. But I want to see if it is as advanced as some of these executives and spokespeople for artificial intelligence seem to make it out to be. So, what better way to do that than actually try to have an AI, in this case, ChatGPT is what we're going to be using today, try to invent a new product that could be useful to a lot of people throughout the United States. So, my expectations, I don't think are that high, but we're going to see what we can do. So I'm just going to, I have a new chat right now, and I'm going to basically start telling it to create me something new. So I'm going to go and I'm going to say, I want you to create a new product that people can use in their everyday lives, and that has not been invented previously. Okay, so we're going to see what it kicks back. All right, let's invent something original, practical, and believable. So the first thing that ChatGPT, in all of its wisdom, invented for us or came up with an idea was something that really just kind of already exists. It's basically, there's a little bit of text here, but it's basically like an Apple Watch, right? It monitors your heart rate and, all of that stuff. So I want to make things a little bit more simple. I want to say the product needs to be non-electric, easier to manufacture. So basically I'm saying, hey, enough, don't do tech stuff. I want to see just a very simple something, right? Something that you put in your house, something that you put in your car that'll make your life easier. So let's see what it said. Okay, the product that it thought of is the grip lock lid, the universal twist assist jar opener. So I'm not going to, go into detail, right? This already exists. It's called a wet rag. Or wet towel. They have rubber ones. So clearly, this isn't a new idea, and this is kind of a problem, right? Because I told it to give me a new idea. So I'm going to say that's not a new product. This needs to be completely new. ChatGPT says, I get it. I get it now. You want something completely new, which I did say, I believe, in my initial prompt. I said, I want you to create a new product that people can use in their everyday lives, and it has not been invented previously. So clearly, this bitch isn't listening to me that well. Okay, here we go. What's the new idea? Okay, here is the new idea. New product idea, slip stop, the adjustable pocket weight. Okay, so here's the problem. Light clothing, like gym shorts, dresses, or joggers, often cause pocket items, phones, wallets, keys, to swing, pull out, fall out. People either live with it or carry a bag. No mechanical solution exists, and that fixes the balance of pockets, whatever. So the way that I'm interpreting this, right? Like I said, there's a lot of text here, so I'm not going to read all of it, but it sounds like it's basically like putting a weight in your pocket, which if the idea is to lighten, you don't want stuff in your pocket because it falls out. Why would you put something in there? So I'm going to ask it to create an image, right? So we can actually see what this looks like. So after GPT created an image for us, it actually looks like it's more of a clip than, a weight, which the description kind of made it sound like it was, which makes a little bit more sense on, how it's going to stop things from falling out of your pocket. Unfortunately, what if this clip, the clip is just another thing that's going to fall out of, that is going to fall out with your other stuff, right? There's a reason people started putting zippers and buttons on pockets to stop things from falling out. So this is I mean, okay, it feels like it'd be something that, your Uncle Bob would kind of think of, and you're like, maybe you go back to the drawing board. So I'm gonna have GPT kind of create something new. Okay, so now I was given two options. So I'm gonna pick this one. I'm gonna pick the dry drop, which I'm not gonna read all of the text like I said, but basically it is a hook that is going to apparently dry your towel without electricity. So kind of just like leaving your towel hanging over something. So again, I like to see an image, right? So I'm going to say, create an image. Okay. So ChatGPT has invented a towel hook, a towel rack. And it's even better because it has something where the water can drip onto as if you hang a towel that's sopping wet. So another invention that's what is already kind of here, right? So let's just try another one. Okay, so this one is a little bit interesting. This time ChatGPT says we need to invent a bendable piece of something that's going to help us dry dishes. Like I said, I'm not going to read all the text. I'm just going to go straight to the image to see what it can create for us. So now, the thing is I guess I've kind of seen this at some places, right? Where you just put it down underneath your dishes. This is another example of you put a towel down, right? Or you just don't do dishes by hand and you put that shit in the dishwasher. So another product, unfortunately, that either already exists or it's not that useful. So I just asked it to create something new, and it just kind of regurgitated what it said in the very beginning, which was kind of a jar opening type of thing. So I said, you already said that, and we've got something fresh now. The new product is Airfold Concept, a self-expanding clothes hanger and dryer made entirely of lightweight bamboo and natural rubber bands. I can't wait to see the image for this one too. So I'm going to say, create the image. My favorite thing to say to ChatGPT. So another example, right, of something truly revolutionary. What's funny is that in the image, they have the thing that was already invented, but they just put some strings on it to make it longer. So this is actually less efficient as far as materials go than just having the hanger on the top. It's almost like it's as I keep prompting, right, to give me something different, they're getting more and more deranged. There's kind of skewing farther and farther from something that's actually useful. Let's just give it one more chance to give us something that makes us think a little bit. Okay, this one, I did read what it had to say, and it does actually sound intriguing. I'm actually curious as to what this would look like as an image. Basically, the Spark Notes is that it's kind of a formable band that you can put around bottles or, towels or something like that. So again, I'm going to have it create the image, and we're going to see what it kind of looks like. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. I do believe, after seeing an image, that I think I've seen this before, but it's basically kind of like a metal band wrapped in a rubber coating, and you can kind of, you bend it in whatever way you want. I think it could actually be useful, but like I said, I think it already kind of exists. So we're kind of getting there, but at the end of the day, I don't think I don't think ChatGPT was able to really create something that we would consider new or worthwhile to invest, money or time in. So as of right now, which is November 11th, 2025, I don't think ChatGPT or any AI for that matter is able to really create novel ideas. The way that I understand these tools is that they do basically pull from things that have been done before, essentially. So coming up with something new, you can only do that by living within the world, right? You create things by working and thinking about things that would thinking of certain tools or certain processes or whatever it may be to make your life easier, and that's how new inventions come about. But AIs are not doing that, right? They're not in the real world. They're just reading text and watching videos and looking at pictures and stuff like that. Even though some of the products were a little bit amusing, right, to kind of get a laugh at, it is safe to say that there is no real creativity, at least in the product development space, for these AI tools right now. At the end of the day, these are, of course, just my thoughts. You can let me know yours in the comment section below. Thank you for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.